session on Beyond Success, a formula for fulfilled life. I know that all of you are present here and you really, really want to do something extraordinary with life. Just give me a moment. While being in this entire coaching industry for such a long time, for over 7 years now, we have realized that our mentees, they had one common issue. They had one common issue. They said that, Priyanka, when we start going towards one direction in life, the other areas they fall apart. And there is a very common saying which says that you cannot have it all. Today, I'm here to burst this myth which says that you cannot have it all. I am Priyanka Mishra, founder of Braino Script, and I'm here to help you to understand that you can have everything that you know you want. Let this sink in. You can have everything in your life that you know you want. If you do not know what you actually want in your life, you will be going around like headless chickens in all the directions and you'll be getting nothing. While if you live an intentional life, a little organized life, a little planned life, a little strategic life, you can make this lifetime a beautiful place for yourself and the loved ones with you. So today we are going to talk about beyond success. I'm not going to talk about setting a goal, creating a plan, and hitting around it every single day, the hustle mode and working hard and overwhelmed. No, I'm not going to talk about it. Today, I want specifically to talk to all of you so that we can create a more fulfilled, satisfactory, a blissful life for ourselves so that we can experience that eternal happiness that we all are seeking. I want you people to take out a notebook so that you can pull some notes because there are going to be a lot of insights which will be helpful for you to become a better version of yourself and to create an intentional life for yourself. Mastering one area makes you efficient. Nurturing all areas makes you whole. Have you heard about some of your relatives or maybe someone like you who feels that you're doing very good in your career, you are doing well in your finances, you are the person people reach towards for any solution at the workplace. You are the person, the go-to person at your workplace. You call yourself that I'm a workaholic and you love telling it to everyone that you're busy from morning till night. But sometimes, times when you fall sick, times when a loved one is not happy with you, times when your health deteriorates, you feel like there is something which is empty inside of you. These are the times which reminds us that unidirectional success is no success, right? There is a difference between being rich and being wealthy. And today we are going to talk about being wealthy. And trust me, we have known this and learned this from the best of the best of how to balance our all the areas of life. And we have taught the same to thousands of people, right? Our mentees, they are thriving in all the areas of your life, of their lives. They are thriving with best of their careers, the best of their health, and the best of their relationships. They're contributing towards a better future. They are contributing towards the environment. They are uplifting themselves spiritually, and they are leaving a mark and impact on the planet for the coming generation to remember and thrive. Being said that, all of this is not a miracle. All of this is not something that only I can do or only a handful of people can do. This is a very strategic life. This is a very strategic living of life where you can address all the areas of your life and you can actually have a wholesome life. Okay, so let us address this, let us understand this, and let this session soak in. And I really want you people to be very attentive for next 35, 30, 40 odd minutes, where I will explain you how you can pull all of these areas of your life together. The first step towards anything is awareness. So today, I want to create this awareness that how important all of these areas are for your life. If you look at the picture here, this person is Anthony Bourdain. This person is world-renowned chef. He was successful. He traveled the world. He created documentaries. He was widely successful in his career. Fame was there. Everything was there. But he was struggling with something deeply within. He had no one to share it with, maybe very lonely, And despite of that professional success, he tragically died by suicide in 2018, right? Now, whenever, and this is not the only person I've come across, all of us, we know the founder of CCD, right? We have a lot of people in our brain when we talk about, we know the last words of Steve Jobs. We know a lot of people who have done fantastically well in their career, right? They have made lives of thousands of people. They have become the role model for hundreds and thousands of people, but somewhere they end up in a tragical suicide or death like that. And whenever we see a successful person committing a suicide, we feel like, why are they doing that? They have name, they have fame, they have money, they have richness. Why are they committing to suicide? And this itself proves my point that money or fame or only unidirectional success might not give you everything, because at the same time you might have heard about thousands of peasants, thousands of farmers committing suicide. They might have other areas of their life intact, but they do not have money. So if you are moving towards your life in unidirection, if you are creating something only in one direction, you know what happens? You're focusing only in one area, you're building life there, but you forget that your life, a human life, is never meant to be a unidirectional stuff, right? So the story of this person, the career was explosive success, wonderful, wonderful. He was a world famous, world renowned person. Travel and adventure, yes, he was doing it quite well. He was a documentarist and he was documenting his travel. Emotionally, mentally, and relationally, he felt empty, right? This was the void. Reveals a painful truth: success in one area does not make a successful life. So I want you people to make a note of this, that success in just one area will not help you to become successful in life, and you can intentionally create success in all the areas of your life with a little guidance. And that is why I'm here today. I just want to become the torch bearer in your journey, who can guide you, who can tell you that okay, this is also there. You need to look at this. Have you known this fact that there are times when we are unable to work on one area because we do not know about it? We don't have any awareness around it. Balancing all of your life areas is one such thing. There is this common belief which is passed generation to generation, and not only in our country but across the globe, which says that you cannot have it all, right? You have to trade between things. I want to change that belief of yours. You can have it all, but you should know what do you want, right? And if you need to know what do you want, you need to create that space of awareness. You need to give yourself this space where you can think about that what is it that I exactly want my life to look like. And today is the day where I'm going to help you to find out this first step, which is awareness. Introducing the 8 dimensions of life to you. Please take a note of it. And I want you people to ponder on these things, that where do you find yourself in all of these areas? What are you doing where you are and where do you want to be? When it comes to health, I'm talking about emotional health, mental health, physical health, all of it. I'm talking about the sleep, the rest, the food. I'm talking about the exercise. I'm talking about all the areas of your health. What is your role? What is your role in your well being? What are you doing? How do you feel how healthy you are? How do you look at this dimension of health in your life? You might have seen yourself in the mirror 100 times, and you might have seen 100 of problems inside of you. There might be some dark circles reflecting. There might be some fat storing. There might be some issues. There might be some backaches which are reminding you that you need to work on this. But every single time when you postpone your workouts, when you postpone healthy eating, when you postpone your healthy living, you know what? You are putting this dimension of your life backwards, and it is important for you to take your health seriously. This is a huge dimension, and it is contributor for overall blissfulness. In fact, it is the foundation of all the other dimensions of your life, right? You cannot enjoy anything in life if you're not healthy. So I want you people to think about it today. I don't want to give you a questionnaire that will be attached along with the life book, the dashboard playbook that we are going to share with you. But right now, I want you to think about the health. Just look at yourself, imagine yourself, think about yourself from head to toe. Find out what are the discomforts that you're facing. What are the areas which cause issues to you? When do you feel that you get acidic? What are the times when you feel lethargic? What is your energy level? Find it out. Check the parameters of your health mentally right now. I'm not asking you to go ahead with any blood check or anything, but just mentally scan through and find out where you are. Once you put light on where I am and what is my dream life, that is where you will understand your work. Relationships. The second dimension is relationships. Relationships are the core contributor of the level of happiness of your life. If you choose the right people, if you have peace with those relationships, you can thrive in your life. And in fact, this becomes the second layer. You can thrive in every area because relationships, they take care of your emotional health. They directly contribute a huge area of your emotional health, your mental health. If you're surrounded by good, positive people, if you're listening to good, positive people, if you are in company physically or virtually with good, positive people, they have a huge impact on yourself. And let me again burst a myth. You can choose the people around you, right? You can choose the level of interference they have in your life. You can choose the amount of right that you've given to other people to play with your emotions. And those areas, they are called boundaries, right? You need to understand that relationships, they come in different forms. There are some work relationships, there are some personal relationships. So you need to find out that if person comes into my life, if I'm vibing, if I'm resonating with this person, if I like this person and this person is adding value to my happiness quotient, I put this person into category A. This category A is the kind of people I will put a lot of my time and energy into. Then comes category B. These people are not taking away anything from me, but they are not even adding something. They're just okay. You put them into category B. I will be doing just, hi, hello to these people and having a short, superficial conversation, maybe, right? But I will not invest my time and energy intentionally into these people because they are not contributing towards my growth, towards me becoming a better person. With growth, I do not mean financial growth. Okay? With growth, I mean blissfulness, happiness, joyfulness. Then comes the third category of people. They are energy drainers. You be with them, and after an hour, you feel exhausted. You put them into C bucket. You need to mentally tell yourself that these people do not get the remote control to my emotions. If they say something to me, I will not feel bad or happy about it. Why? Because these are the category people which actually do not impact me as a person, right? Once you start segregating these relationships, you will make your life very much easier, even at an autopilot, right? Career. Now, career is something that majority of people already are focused at, right? This is something which you're forced to work on because you know that if you do not work well, your business will not grow, your professional, uh, promotions will not happen, and you fear the consequences if you do not grow in your career. So that is why many of you already are on track with it. But I want to ask you a question. Are you doing the bare minimum? Or are you going out of the box to create a thriving career for yourself, right? There are two ways. Either you love what you do or you do what you love, right? So if you're doing something and you do not love that, you need to you need to create a fusion. You need to create something in your workspace which actually motivates you intrinsically to become better at what you are. Because unless and until you're having fun in your career, you will not be escalating as fast as you should in your hierarchy, whether in a 9 to 5 job or a business, doesn't matter. If you want to scale your career, you need to enjoy the work that you're doing. And trust me, a lot of things become monotonous, and it's fine. You need to mentally check yourself and you need to mentally create fun around it, right? Spirituality. When you are growing in life, there is a dimension of you called spirituality. How you're connected to your higher self. It could be religious, it could be non-religious. You can call it divine, you can call it universe, you can call it your higher self, you can call it a god, you can just do anything with it. But all I want you people to do is to raise up your frequency, to become to understand that this world, if it is created in such a beautiful way, definitely there is a creator, there is a bigger, higher energy than you and me, right? And once you start becoming spiritually aware and you start becoming more spiritual, you you drive, you get that power from that higher consciousness, which helps you to become resilient, right? Life is a journey which will always have highs and lows. If you're riding this roller coaster ride of life, you will always face these highs and lows. And if you are spiritually strong, you will always have something to hold on to when you are fearful, when you are scared, but you have to do it anyway, right? So spirituality, it is something that you can allocate to yourself. You can find out that what I'm doing right now, is it helping me? Do I have a divine, like little kids, they have imaginary friends. When we grow up as adults, we should have this imaginary, um higher power, that higher consciousness, and we should know that yes, they are present around us, and whenever we are scared, we draw our energy from these people, right? The God, the divine, the universe, the higher self, whatever, right? We derive our energy from there. We derive our faith from there. We derive our willpower from there. Okay. Have you seen people doing unimaginable stuff when they are high on their spiritual energy? They do miraculous stuff, right? If all of those miraculous things are possible, I'm asking you just to stay on the track which you decided for yourself. Okay, so spiritual awareness, find it out, find it out. Ask yourself these questions. How am I doing it right now? Do I want to elevate myself? If yes, how can I do it? Finances, having a track of your finances, having a track of your aspiration, understanding where you're standing right now, where do you want to go, finding out that how's my money working, what is my budgeting, what is my expenses, what are my income sources, how can I increase them. Understanding these things, when you put your thought towards it, when you start writing around it, you start finding out different streams. You start finding out different thoughts. You start thinking about a lot of things once you start working towards it, right? So work around your finances, have a goal for yourself, find out what works the best for you, right? Where are you right now? Where you want to go? What is happening in all of your life areas? Moving further, personal growth. This is something which is usually overlooked. There are many people in the world who feel that they can postpone their personal growth. But you know what? As I told you, that you are the foundation of your life. So you become the base. Fine. So when you work on your health and when you work on your growth, you grow eventually in all the dimensions, right? So when you know that you have this power, when you know that you are confident, when you know that you are the subject matter expert, you know that you are intentionally contributing a couple of hours in learning every single day, or 4 hours, 5 hours every single week, you start learning more, you start laser focusing in depth into one direction, and when you start doing that, you become the thought leader of your area. You start dominating your domain, and that is what the whole point is, right? So personal growth is something that I want you people to intentionally include in your schedule. Find out where you can insert it. Fun and recreation. Our brain, it works like an elastic. If you keep on stretching it, stretching it, stretching it beyond a certain limit, you will feel overwhelmed. And when you feel overwhelmed, it breaks, right? If you feel that you can work straight for 12 hours and you can be equally attentive, equally creative, equally problem solver, it is not going to be. Your brain needs that stretching and relaxing at every frequent space, right? At every frequent, at a regular frequency. You need to find out that what is it that brings solace to yourself, the fun, the recreation. I want you people to find it out, that what is it that keeps you going, right? If I talk about myself, I love colors, I love drawing, I love poetry. So I intentionally put some time in my entire week where I feed my recreation, where I feed my hobbies, where I feed my creative self. So it is a deep relaxation for my brain. And not only that, from that space, when I'm completely relaxed, soaked into calligraphy, soaked into painting something or like that, whatever I love, I find that I start getting genius ideas for my work while resting doing my hobbies. See, a human being grows holistically. You cannot just do one thing, you are contributing towards all the things in your life. So fun and recreation holds a very special place. It is important for you to relax. It is important for you to stay grounded. It is important for you to stay mindful. It is important for you to stay present in the present. And you are most present when you are having fun, right? When you're conversating with your friends, when you are drawing something, when you're playing a piece of music, when you're singing with your friends, when you're dancing your soul out. So it is all hidden in those small little pieces, but people eventually find it as a time waste, which it is not. Impact and legacy. All humans have this intrinsic hidden desire that when they die, their name should still live, right? It is kind of a hardwiring for all of us. So what is the impact and legacy that you're creating for yourself? What is the content that you are creating? I'm not asking of consumption. We are consuming so much of content, videos, audios, books, blogs. We are getting so much of content exposure. But what are you creating? Human beings, we were not primarily created to consume content. We were primarily created to create content, right? If you look back at time, you will find people writing books, you will find people writing blogs, you will find people creating content over the internet. What are you doing? How are you serving your society? It could be any way. You can write a blog, you can write posts on your LinkedIn, you can write posts on your Instagram, you can use any handle, any channel to voice out, to tell to the world if you have done something. Pass it on, right? I believe in this one thing which was shared by Naval Ravikant, and I would like to share it with you people. All of us, you and me, we are created for one particular thing, right? Something which is unique in us. The way of our delivery, the way of our approach towards that is completely different from other people around us. And when you know that you are good at something, you double down your practice at it. The thing which takes effort for others, but it is play for you, is your thing. That is the space where you can create your impact and your legacy. There are some people who will say that, Priyanka, you know what, the math problems, many people do go crazy around those math problems, but I solve them in a jiffy. That is your thing to be done. There are people who feel that choreographing a dance step is something which is, walking on bed of roses. For a person like me, it is something like unimaginable, right? So who is the right fit for it? The people who find it easy, naturally. We are naturally inclined towards something. What is your thing? Double down your practice on it. Become the thought leader, become the master, become the exemplary person in that area. Dominate your domain. You practice so good, you practice so much. It is not about 10,000 hours, it is about 10,000 iterations. Are you ready to commit to yourself that you're going to do 10,000 iterations of something that you really love? You know that it is going to create a legacy for yourself. And if you found that out, that is something which is going to give you a purposeful, meaningful life, and is very much important. Many people, they just overlook this area. They don't look at it at all. Now, interconnection of life dimensions. All of these life dimensions, they're connected with each other. We feel that I will work only on health and rest of the things I'll leave. I'll work only on career, rest of the things I will leave. But they're all connected. Poor physical health will give you low energy. If you have low energy, it affects your productivity. If you do not have if you do not have productivity, if you do not have ample, good range of productivity, you're not high on it, you will take more time in finishing your tasks. You will find it irritated. You will find yourself getting irritated in solving small little stuff, right? And that will reflect in your relationships also. This, when it happens in relationships, it again gives you poor mental health. So it is a loop, it is a trap. No financial planning. No financial planning will give you anxiety. It will stress on emotional health and family. So again, it is a trap, it is a loop. No fun, no play. You are continuously working, working, working. There will be a point when you will be filled up to the brim. And if someone pokes you at that point in time, you'll burst. You'll be like, I'm doing every single thing for the family. I'm doing every single thing for the team. I'm doing every single thing for the company. But what am I getting in return? And all of that melodrama you'll do. You know why? Because you're not taking out time for yourself. You're not recharging. You're just draining. So if there is no fun, no play, you'll burn out. Your creativity will drop. And if that drops, it drops your mental stamina, your resilience, right? Bad relationships, if you do not take care of the relationships, if you just keep on ignoring them, you will have a low emotional safety. Human beings are people, right? We need people around us. We have been programmed for ages that we thrive in tribe. Okay, so we need people around us. So it is important for us to increase our emotional safety. We need to know that there are a couple of people who really do care about us. It distracts you from growth or spiritual peace. If you're low on emotional safety, your brain will constantly think about how to make your space, right? So you need to work on all the areas, but I am not asking you to do all of it at once. I'm asking you to create a strategy around it. I'm asking you to look at all the areas of your life and ask yourself, what can I do here? Right? You can do some habit fusions. Habit fusions like morning walk with your spouse or friend, or maybe you're walking and you are listening to an audiobook. So, what are you doing? You are taking care of multiple areas of your life together, right? You're doing the morning walk, which is helping your physical and mental health. You are with your spouse, which is working on your relationships, spouse or friend. Or maybe if you're listening to an audiobook, you are working on your personal growth together with it. Commuting with a career podcast and gratitude practice. Whenever you are commuting, you are doing this gratitude practice. You are elevating yourself spiritually. You are commuting anyways. You're listening to a podcast. You're working on your personal growth. Volunteering at a cause you care about with your loved ones. Have you seen some people making a group of friends and cleaning a beach or serving meals to the elderly people or doing something like this? So it is helping your humanly sense of contributing, giving back to the society, along with doing it with the people you love and you care about. So the idea here is that you can have it all. All the thing is that you have to create a strategy. You need to start it somewhere. And to start it somewhere, you need to understand that how many areas of your life are there. What is your role in that? How can you elevate your presence there? Ultimately, my world reflects my energy. So it is my responsibility, right? We are not here to talk about, I want to have good relationship, but my spouse is like this, my in-laws are like that, my neighbors are like that, my friends are like that. We are not here to control other people. We are not here to control circumstances. We are not here to control life. Okay? But why we are talking about this is that we can ask ourselves every now and then that what is my role in my own suffering? What am I doing here? How can I correct myself? How can I get better? How can I elevate? How can I become the best version of myself? Okay, if this is something which excites you, which is which is bringing a lot of curiosity in you, you are going to get more clarity. We will be sharing live dashboard playbook with you. You will be doing that detailed work with us. We will share the workbook to you. Get a printout. I will highly recommend that. Take a printout of it and start writing, answering all of those questions. Life Reboot Workshop, we are designing it for you. It is a 2 hours immersive kind of workshop where we will be working together. And I really want you people to look at life in a wider vision, right? Today, I have given you one, what do you say? I've turned on the torch and I've shown you all the spaces. In the next interaction that we have towards this, my team will guide you how to move further, everything. Don't worry. But when you move ahead from here, I want you people to become more aware and more intentional that yes, I am ready to elevate my life. I am ready to live a fulfilling life. I am ready to grow holistically. And I am ready to keenly look at all the areas of my life. right? And it is work. I'm not saying that we are going to do some magic. It is work. I want you people to be ready to do that. Okay? We will be guiding you thoroughly, and everything is going to be provided to you. But the actions, you are the action taker, you are the hero, right? So if you are here till now, I hope that this is something which resonates with you and you are looking forward for the next sessions. My team will take care of that. They will inform you. Thank you so much for doing this with me. For today, I want you people to look at all the areas of your life, find out what are the areas which are overlooked, and how can you create habit fusion, with the help of which you can involve those areas once in a while, alternate days, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, something like that in your life. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Please do not forget to like, follow us on all the other social media platforms. We are working relentlessly to make self transformation achievable with the help of neuroscience. That was all for today from my side. Thank you so much, guys. It was a privilege serving you all. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.